Alright, so I want to do a whole video on what you should kind of expect with a service dog and what you should do before getting a service dog. So a lot of people don't understand how hard it actually is to have one. Like, I've noticed an influx of people getting service dogs for things like social anxiety and things of the sort. Now, unfortunately, although the dog provides like comfort and does whatever task you taught it to do, the dog also draws a lot of attention. So with the dog, you're going to actually have more people coming up to talk to you. You're going to have people thinking you're disgusting and insulting you. You're going to have the type of people that think they need one more than you, and they're going to come and attack you. You're going to have fake spotting. So because of the influx in people buying vests online and faking their dogs, people now look out for like those Amazon vests and Amazon patches. I didn't say you had to stay. Okay? You can go. I don't know what Heidi's doing. Goof. So, I also wanted to discuss breeds. Heidi, here. This is not a good background for her. Heidi is a husky mix. I'm going to embark her, which I'll make another video about sometime next month. Her dam was a CKC husky, Canadian Kennel Club, and her dad was an SPCA mutt, who is actually the face of Adopt Don't Shop in London, Ontario. Isn't that crazy? So Heidi is what you would call a unicorn, because her majority mix a lot more difficult. A lot of them fail at service work, so she's mostly Spitz. You really should research the breeds. It's much easier if you start out with the typical breeds like Lab, Golden Retriever, etc. You could try Poodles, but they seem to be more aloof and I'd say fearful in the beginning. And you could try German Shepherds, but German Shepherds need to be well bred or they're neurotic. I can't stress that enough. And I am not saying that German Shepherds are bad by any means. I am saying a poorly bred German Shepherd is typically neurotic. I'm also not against mutts. You gotta look in the right places. Heidi was actually not chosen by me. She was Nathan's dog. But with Nathan working a lot and him trying to see if she would get bigger than Benjamin, I ended up taking her out to do the socialization. And with that, we noticed that she kind of clung to me better than Nathan, even when Nathan was doing training at home. So she was gifted to me because my other dog appeared like he was going to be washed. So remember that the public is going to be all over you. You're going to be talked to. You're going to get dead dog stories. You're going to get children, free-range children, either poking, pulling. Some even jump on the dogs. And it's going to drive you crazy if you can't handle the attention. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about is the expense. A lot of people don't realize how expensive a service dog truly is. Sure, you can go on Amazon or Wish and get your vest and patches from there, but you're going to be fake spotted and it'll typically cause an issue. Your best bet is to actually purchase really well-made gear. There are gear makers for service dogs and their handlers. There are patch makers that create really well-made gear and you can customize. You also need to buy like flea and tick and all that. You need to make sure your dog is in peak condition. And sure, you can skip the flea and tick or try natural. And I'm not saying anything against natural, it just did not work for me. Heidi gets flea bite dermatitis, so I need to make sure fleas do not bite her, period. So I use something called Advantix 2, which kills on contact. It works through the skin oils, but it also reduces the amount I can actually bathe her. I can only bathe her once a month, or I have to use dry shampoo. The ones who are going to avoid using these things are going to cause a problem, because if they are working a dog with fleas, obviously they're tracking fleas, and you never know. You could literally infect another team with fleas. Some veterinarians will give you free flea and tick products for service animals. Make sure that you test for heartworm. I can't stress this enough. I'm not saying, oh, use the preventatives, though it's probably a good idea. I am saying heartworm is very bad for the heart. Obviously, you should Google it and see how bad it is. Heartworm testing is not very expensive in the season. I wanted to kind of show you guys what I have. This is Kevin, apparently now working with a cat. So, I wanted to show first Heidi's vest. This vest. I am in love with it. The vest maker does not sell currently. I don't know if he will, but Nathan made this. So you have D-rings for pull straps and whatnot, and shit bag holders. And then my patches are Velcro. And I'll show you them. This one is a Hot Topic patch. This is an Amazon patch. The rest are all multi-way service dog gear. I am in love with her gear. I have taken scrub brushes, you name it, I've done it to these patches, and they've become out beautiful. Nothing has ever frayed. Now, if you are looking for something, this vest alone, I paid for the stuff to make it. Cost me $20. But just for my materials, I didn't pay for Nathan's time. A vest like this will run you like $60, $70. If you need mobility or something of the sort, I have this for the summer because Heidi is gear shy and she prefers these. This is a Yup Collars harness. I love Yup Collars. I am a big advocate for them. It is all leather that I have conditioned and cared for as much as possible. I just use it for grounding. I would never do mobility on her. Even after I OFA, I probably won't. So yeah, this is good for grounding, and it's very comfortable, and it's perfect for the summer. This new would run you 160 Canadian, I believe. So this is one of my treat pouches. This ran me, I believe, $5.99 at Ren's Pets. It holds like 3 cups of kibble in here. I do recommend training with kibble, just so the dog learns to earn their food through training. I think it's very effective. So I'll show you her treats now. These are the high value treats. These are peanut butter banana. Heidi goes ballistic for them. And they work amazing. I can use these for any situation that I need. She is eyeing these up and down. Sit. I don't know if you can see her. Can you go up? You want to jump? You want to jump? Nope. Oh, you don't want to jump. These are her favorite. She goes crazy for them. They are perfect for high stress situations. Off. I want to show you her working collar too. This is another Yup Collars. Won this through a contest actually. This is beautiful in my opinion, and I could not have asked for a better collar. Obviously, you don't need to buy a collar like this. Now, another issue with service dogs is you either hire a groomer or you groom yourself. So I groom myself because I have not found a groomer I actually like in town. So here's the current shampoo. I am probably changing it up. This has no scent, and it removes like any dog stench. Do you see that? There. You know, I just put it along, scrub it through the fur, and then rinse off, and she's golden. I have used quite a bit. I am, where is it at? Very low on this. I need to replace it. This cost me, I believe, $10. Now, I don't know if either of my dogs have the MDR1 gene, so I've been looking into this brand, Interceptor. These cost me only $13-ish per chewable, and you know, you only need 1 chewable per month. I think that is very, very cheap. Those start roughly June, and it's to deworm and prevent heartworm. I'm going to show you guys the cost for Canine Advantix. Heidi costs $20.36, and my other dog costs $21.72. So like, if you have a large dog, Heidi's like 55 pounds. She's only $20 a month for that. Now that one is, it kills everything, even mosquitoes, so nothing needs to bite her to die, which is what I prefer. You can pick whatever you want. This is just my preference. Now, training tools. If you do not know how to use these, do not buy one until you have talked to a trainer or have learned in other ways. To start, I used a Herm Sprenger prong collar. Herm Springers do not come undone on their own and are very effective. They move a lot better than the other ones. I have used the other ones and I have had them open on me, and I've had my dog did not notice, but it came right off my dog in the middle of a parking lot, and I'm lucky she didn't notice. So this is a good correction tool for when you need it and to teach them to, redirect, come back to you. These do not hurt. I swear to God, these do not hurt. Just to make sure you understand. It does not hurt. To hurt your dog, you have to yank it. This cost me actually in the 50s. I will put the receipt up on the screen. This is her martingale. This isn't RC Pets, but they measure horrible. I had Nathan adjust it. It's got a buckle and it fits her neck perfectly. I'm going to be training her, like adjusting her from here to here. This cost me roughly $20. And then I prefer these 4-foot leashes, but it's up to you what you want to do. The 4-foot leash was on sale, so I believe it was $3. Now with the whole treat pouch thing, you can also use a fanny pack. I love this fanny pack, and it cost me, I believe, $11. So in Ontario, Canada, this does not apply to the States or anywhere else, just Ontario, Canada. We have the doctor's note for service animals. It is mandatory. So if you are asked for your doctor's note, you must provide your doctor's note or you can be removed from the premises. So I have my pocket for my note. I have my pocket for my treats. And I have my pocket for dog bags and medication. The Everest brand has actually held up really well, and I've not had any issues. Next, we got my boots. I will put the cost on screen. These are Mudluck's Mud Monsters. That's a mouthful. I find these to be incredibly comfortable and not requiring socks. They go beyond the dew claw and a bit up the ankle, and you just tighten it as you need. You just wrap around. Heidi is size 5. I highly recommend these. I've never been more impressed with boots in my life. Boots are for the salt in the winter that burn their paws, and the pavement in the summer, which also burn their paws. Now, here's my backpack. I try to keep this, everything's black. I try to keep this with me. Here are my patches on the front. I think I'm funny. I have issues being touched, don't touch me. Thank you. So, in my backpack, I have way overspent. So, I think this brand actually went out of business, but for this, or they took this line down, but. So here I have Nature's Miracle Allergen Wipe. It's for furniture, so I feel like these would be good to have around if Heidi is tasking on furniture. Like that way I can wipe it off. I do not want to cause any issues for anybody with allergies. These were $3 at Dollarama. This I overspent on. I can use it too. It sprays mist. I don't know if you can see that. And it has the water part on the bottom. So you fill it with water. And it sprays mist. I think actually, this is a treat compartment too. So you got a treat compartment, a water bowl, a water bottle, and a spritzer, all in one. I spent almost $30 on this. I needed a smaller one, and I'm stupid. Obviously, you can just buy one of these off Wish and use a water bottle. You do not need to do what I did, but I'm stupid. This was from Dollarama when they were selling them. I believe it was $4. Now, if you got a princess like me, you would want to get her a mat or a blanket or something. I'm going to get a better mat, but this is her fuzzy blanket I keep in my backpack. This was originally purchased for winter, for when the ground is moist or unbearable, just so she can lay on something instead of the hard floor. It's big. So that's Heidi's backpack. Having a service dog is very expensive. Make sure you get a trainer if you need one. But amongst it all, it is a rewarding experience because you do end up with a partner. And that partner helps you get through the day. I can't leave the house very much. And with us training Heidi, it's going to make everything a lot easier for me, especially with, you know, outside triggers. I also wanted to show off my hat. Should I make and sell these? I think I should. I flinched.